Welcome, Eagle fans. We are going into week 5 of the season. I'm Daniel Kirkendall. I'm here with head coach Stephen Fitzhugh for the Ouachita Christian Eagle football team. And before we get into football talk, I do want to thank McDonald's for sponsoring our weekly coaches show and senior spotlight. I also want to thank the girls who have been doing those senior spotlights. And we always have fun around here and look and see what our students are doing. So it's good to keep up with them. But we also want to talk about football. Coach, you're 4-0 on the season. Obviously, that's where you want it to be.
Good start.
That's a good start. But I think there's more to it than that, because we have not had an opponent score on us in 3 weeks. We have played good defensively. We've played really good offensively. As a matter of fact, I mean, our numbers are astronomical. I mean, you don't see them, maybe in video games. But if you look at the stats in the first 4 games, we allowed 14 points against Caldwell in week 1. And 3 shutouts in a row. So, what's the most shutouts we've ever had at OCS in history?
I know back in the 11 and 12 seasons they had, 6 or 7 during the season. There's only been one time that there's ever been 4 shutouts in a row. But, the thing is, it's about, again, execute week to week. And, one thing I've been pleased with is not giving up the big plays defensively. And then offensively, again, execute, do the little things right, O-line, communicate, block. But I think this 3rd week in a row for our offense, 0 turnovers. And, again, that's the biggest stat line that you could have.
Yeah, so Madison Jaguars district game, we win 52-0. And when you look at, like you mentioned, no turnovers is fantastic, but Luke Vadrine is just surgical right now. He was 8 for 9 with 187 yards the other night and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's a big night.
Huge night.
That is. He's been doing a great job, and again, you cannot beat experience, and this being his 3rd year as a starter, it shows.
Yep, that's right. And he's got 13 touchdowns on the season and only 1 interception. And so that's what you're looking for out of your quarterback. big plays are great, and but if he can protect the ball and produce the way that he has, it's his passer rating is I looked it up. It's 276.
That's pretty good.
So, and just if you're wondering that, like if he had that for a career, he'd lead NFL all time and the NCAA all time. So he's having a great year so far. Of course, looks like he's taking care of business. Like he's almost got a chip on his shoulder. I know he's got big dreams this year, and I know a lot of those guys too do as well. And so they're showing up on Friday nights and taking care of business. Patrick Turpin's having a great year. Also, he's got 6 touchdowns on the season on 13 catches. So when he gets the ball in his hands, he does something with it. And so it was a good win the other night. Good way to start off our district 1-0, District 2-2A. So you're 4-0 right now. Week 5, of course, is coming up. Do you have checkpoints for your team throughout the season that you're like, okay, by week 3, this is what I want to see, or by week 5, this is what I want to see?
No, we don't have checkpoints. We just want to get better each and every week. Wherever we start at, our goal is to improve that next week. And again, we'll watch film, grade each player at their position, and so they obviously want to improve in their individual grades. And as you see that happen over the course of the year, it's going to show as an entire unit of defense or offense. And so, again, we're going to evaluate, study film, whether it's a big win or a close loss, whatever it may be. We're going to study film, and our goal is to go out and get better the next week at the fundamentals of football, because the mistakes don't always show up in a blowout win. But we're still trying to correct things that would be the difference in the ball game and a tight ball game. And so, again, we're going to evaluate and just try to continue to improve on every aspect of the game. It's not about we won and everything's going well, and we're always grateful for a win, but we're always looking to improve each and every week.
That's what I was going to ask. With your team like this, are you worried about the complacency, or does the team as a whole kind of receive that well? Like, hey, we've got bigger things.
No, they have a mature mindset. They realize that yes, our toughest half it's just going to get tougher each week as we go out. And even with this week, Rayville's loaded with great athletes that are capable of making a play at any time on you. I feel like they execute a lot better than the teams that we've been playing in these previous weeks. And so I don't think there's any sign of complacency right there because, again, our guys, they watch themselves on film. They know that there is a lot of room for improvement.
Well, so I was looking over the numbers this year because in week 2, I said I would like to see us get off to a good start in a game. So in the jam and in week 1, we kind of sputtered just to get those games going, the first possession. Well, since then, we've had good starts to each game. And so I wanted to compare last year at this point in the season to this year at this point in the season. And in the first quarter last year, through 4 games, we had scored 49 points. This year, we've scored 77 points. So our first quarters have been much more effective this year. We've come out of the gate, really been able to put some stops together and get some points on the board. So
that's big, and that's good. You keep it up with things like that to see the difference, but that is big to always get a good first quarter start.
Yeah, and I just noticed, I just remember last year in the second quarter was our big quarter. It seemed like throughout the season, but this year we've done a lot better job early in the games of getting our offense going. Our defense gets on the field and makes those plays, and we saw that against Madison this past week. I thought our defense played well, spread the ball around well on offense, ran the ball well. I mean, Jude only had 7 carries, but what do you have, 3 touchdowns? On those 7 carries, and just really phenomenal offensive play and defensive play, and of course special teams. Gavin Polk with another field goal last week, again perfect on his PATs, and I don't know what else you can say about the kid except
he's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Doing a great job, and like you put it deep in the end zone on kickoffs and everything. That's big for your defense to be able to start on the 20-yard line.
Absolutely, especially when we haven't really seen a kicker even close to the caliber of Gavin this year. No. It's just a huge advantage for your team.
Yeah.
So, and I want to say this too. Maybe I'm not going to say I want to, but maybe we'll see Gavin punt this year. He hasn't had to yet.
We did get in a third down situation last week with our young guys in the ball game. We called for punt alert, and he thought he was going to get to punt, but then they ended up connecting on a big pass. And so, but he punts well at halftime. If you want to see how good of a leg he has, go watch him at halftime.
Yeah, I get to watch him out there working on it with Coach Vadrine, and when he gets a hold of one of those punts, I mean, it's gorgeous.
He does, and he received his second offer this past week. Harding University offered him as a kicker punter as well.
Well, I expect those to kind of keep rolling in throughout the season with him. So of course he's fun to watch. Your defense, Turpin with an interception. You've really gotten after the quarterback this year. Your defense has, I think, through 4 games we've got 13 sacks on the season, so we're able to get in the backfield with our linebackers and our defensive line. Cooper Thomas, just a sophomore, 28 tackles, 6 for loss, and 4 sacks already on this season. Just a sophomore, is he? Because I have him in class. He doesn't talk a ton, but does he? He seems like a leader out there.
He leads on the field. He doesn't have to talk a lot. He's not a loud rah guy, but he's a leader, and he communicates well on the field. He's that Mike, which stands for middle linebacker, and you can just tell. Last year, his first start was in the playoffs, and he grew up a lot during that time. But he's come back this year already looking like a veteran player, and just again has a natural feel for how to play linebacker and does a great job leading.
Yeah, well, he's done a great job, and you've had some other defensive players step up. I've mentioned Drew Copeland each week, and Landon Waller. Landon Waller's been really playing well, getting in the backfield, making stops, and so. Hopefully we'll see that again this Friday when we take on the Rayville Hornets. First game on the road this season, so we get to...
and it's their homecoming.
It is their homecoming, so I imagine we'll have a pretty good crowd there, and of course some formality stuff to work through. But I've never done a game in Rayville, so I look forward to that. We played them here last year for our homecoming.
Yeah, they got a nice new turf field. I think I lose track 2, maybe 3 years. This may be the 3rd season but a very nice field.
Yeah, I noticed that on their turf field, and really nice facilities. Also have a new head coach, but we're gonna get into that in just a minute. Before we do, we're gonna take a quick break and go to our senior spotlight, and then we'll come back with Coach Fitzhugh to finish out the show to talk about the matchup against the Rayville Hornets. Thanks for watching.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
Welcome back to the Senior Spotlight. I'm your host, Allie, Harrell.
And I'm Amelia, Kliztke.
And today we have number 18, Gavin Polk, who is the kicker and punter for our OCS Eagles. Gavin, you've been really exciting to watch this football season. What are your favorite parts about game days?
Game days are awesome. My favorite part about game days is definitely the runouts. The runouts are extremely fun, just being all together and then all just, that adrenaline rush right before you run out. It's pretty fun.
Awesome. And do you have any pregame rituals that you do?
Yeah, so before every game, me and Coach V, Coach Sonny Vadreen, we sit there and we just kind of talk to each other, and we kick a couple footballs before the game, and it's a lot of fun.
So Gavin, you used to play soccer and you also play varsity baseball. But what prompted you to spend most of your time kicking and spending your time with football?
Yeah, so kicking is my passion. I love kicking, and soccer definitely helped me get to where I am kicking today. But as I progress in football and all that, I realized that football is my passion, and I love it, and I want to dedicate more time to it. So.
Great. Well, you and the other seniors are extremely close. What do y'all all like to do collectively as a group?
Yeah, we have a good brotherhood. We normally every Sunday night we get together and just eat and watch some football, and it's a lot of fun. But I'm so grateful for these guys and how much they mean to me. So.
Finally, you hold most of the individual, seasonal, and career kicking records already. But what are your goals for this season?
My goal for this season is to go all the way to the Dome again. That was a lot of fun last year. But I'm super excited for this season and what it holds.
And what other hobbies and sports do you do outside of football?
Yeah, I like to hunt and fish, and I play baseball, and I like to crochet too. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck this Friday night.
Thank you for watching the OCS Football Senior Spotlight. Back to you, Coach K.
Go Eagles.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the price makes 5.
So much.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
Welcome back, Eagle fans. I'm Daniel Kirkendall. I'm still here with head football coach Stephen Fitzhugh. Game 2 on the district schedule, Game 5, the halfway point through the regular season. So it'll be we'll be halfway through the regular season at the end of the fourth quarter. But we're going to travel over to Rayville and take on the Rayville Hornets, who sit at 2-2 right now under first-year head coach Lynn Middleton. They had a win against General Trask, 14-12, and then beat Bastrop pretty handily. Their 2 losses are against 2 really high-quality teams, Sterlington and Oak Grove. And so a couple things about Rayville this weekend, or this Friday, is this will be the first team that we've played that's played really high-quality opponents like Rayville has, and so they'll have a level of experience that we haven't seen this year. Have you considered that, thought about that with your guys?
Yeah, I mean, they're getting better each week. You can see on film that yes, they had a new coach come in this year, but I think scheme-wise, they are executing their scheme better than the teams we've seen these last couple of weeks. And again, they have dangerous athletes that are capable of making a big play on you at any point in time. And so, it's going to be real important that we come out and execute, because another added incentive for them is homecoming. I mean, they're going to have a biggest crowd of the year for them will be this week. And so, first road game that we've had during the regular season, and our guys, like I say, just be a good opportunity to go out and experience that atmosphere, and need to execute.
They're the most prolific offense that we've seen this season. Also, they're averaging over 22 points a game. We have not played an offense that's averaging those, and that includes those 2 games against Sterlington and Oak Grove. And so it'll be interesting to see. And I noticed that same thing is, they're most dangerous when the play is extended. Mm-hmm. That quarterback kind of gets out of the pocket, runs around, and it's really easy to lose a receiver, that gets deep. And I think that we have to be aware of that, going into this game.
Yeah, no doubt.
And, I also went back and looked at last year's game. I know it's a different head coach, most different players, and I couldn't really compare that because I don't have a roster yet. But I do know that first possession we had last year, we went 4 and out. We went for it on 4th down and got stopped. And then they fumbled the ball in the ensuing possession. Then we get the ball, we score a touchdown, and then we get an interception and we miss a field goal, and that's the first quarter. So it's 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, we had some really, we had a couple turnovers, had a couple special teams things that helped us out to get good field position, and we score a touchdown to go into the half. I think we're up 28 or 35 to nothing there. But you could see some of the explosiveness that they had. The quarterback that played last year, and I think he may be the same kid this year.
This is the same quarterback.
Coward.
Last year was his first start.
That's right.
And so he's been starting for a year now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's right. His first start was against us last year.
He's responsible for like 5 touchdowns against Bastrop, and received the K104 Scoreboard Player of the Week that week. And so again, he's a outstanding ball player.
Yeah, he's number 3. Is that right? I think that's their quarterback. He'll play every single play, almost every single play on both sides of the ball. He's quick, he's shifty, he's hard to catch, from the quarterback position, and he can really push the ball down the field. Again, I don't have their names, but a couple players. They got some big receivers. I think 12. He kind of stood out on film as a big kid. And number 2.
He's a good one. Number 2, number 12. They have several outstanding receivers.
Okay. You mentioned the facilities. It's a good surface, nice facilities. It's going to be a great venue for a game, and they're. I think that, and you can talk about this, Coach. I was watching it on Huddle, and it looked like their O-line struggles to give their quarterback a little bit of time, but somehow they use it to their advantage to create space and get players behind him, and that's when he.
Like I say, he does. He extends the play, and there's been several times that they've made big plays by him. Again, using his legs, get outside the pocket, buy some time, just be patient, and wait for those receivers to break open. And so, our DBs are gonna have to do a good job of locking on that scramble drill to lock on to the receivers that are next to them.
Well, they've done a good job this year, this season. The offensive line has done a good job this season. I think at all levels, you can put a check mark and say, hey, we've passed the test so far. But like you said, our schedule is going to get more difficult each week as we get deeper and deeper into the season. And I think that starts this Friday. We're going to have to be on our A game. But I don't expect that to derail this team. You mentioned the maturity. I look forward to watching these guys go out there on Friday and try to move to 2-0 in district play and 5-0 on the season. Coach, I want to thank you for taking some time out of your busy schedule to come on here. I want to thank McDonald's on Highway 165 in North Monroe for sponsoring our weekly coaches show. Hey, come on out to Rayville on Friday night and watch the Hornets take on the Eagles. Go Eagles.